Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. And as you guys know, I really like to game whether it's on a console or my desktop, but lately I'm running into an issue, and so are a lot of my friends, that storage space is running low. And that is because, I'm not gonna name any names, but some of the latest higher end games are taking upwards of almost 100 gigs of storage. Big thanks to Western Digital for sponsoring this video. The Western Digital Black line is their top of the line. Now to me, that's pretty ridiculous, but that is the direction all of these higher end games are going. And of course, I want to play these higher end games, so I'm going to need some more storage. I actually ran out of space on my SSD, so it's time to upgrade my desktop. I have right here, as you could tell, the Western Digital Black 1 terabyte SN750. So this SN750 is an NVMe SSD with a heatsink as well to help control the temperatures. Now, if you do have a laptop you're looking to upgrade, you cannot get the one with the heatsink. So since I'm upgrading my desktop, I got the one with the heatsink. You can get up to 3,470 megabits a second read speed. So we're gonna go ahead and upgrade my desktop, install this in there, and then go ahead and run some speed tests, throw some games on here, and even show off some Warzone gameplay, which is Call of Duty's new Battle Royale. Let's go ahead and get started. To begin, want to show off what comes in the box of the SN750. Worth mentioning, this is the model with the heatsink. You can get it without the heatsink if you're looking to upgrade your laptop. Make sure to get the one without the heatsink, and if you have a desktop, you can consider the one with the heatsink if you'd like. Inside is the SSD, and looks like you do have a welcome to Western Digital Black, and just some further information about the SSD. Now, taking a look and taking it out, here is the SSD with that heatsink. This is super sleek looking in my opinion. Obviously not crazy flashy with it being an SSD, but Western Digital did a good job at actually making it look pretty cool. The installation process was really simple, honestly. I took off the cover of my extra NVMe SSD slot and then just go ahead and lined it up, made sure to insert it in the slot, and then I took that screw and made sure to just kind of screw down that SSD. Once the SSD was fully installed, just went to Disk Manager to format it. You can assign it any letter. I went ahead and chose T and made sure to just completely format the drive before I started installing games on it. I also installed Western Digital's SSD dashboard where you can control different things. You can actually check the temperatures of your Western Digital Black SN750. I never really had any issues with any overheating. Of course, it does have the heatsink on it. You can just monitor it. You can see the performance as well. The Western Digital Black SN750 also has a gaming mode. So if you install Western Digital's gaming dashboard, you can go ahead and just turn on gaming mode. And what that's gonna do is keep that SSD on to maximize performance. Ran a quick benchmark with game mode on, and you'll see those sequential read-write speeds are really hitting those fast speeds you're going to expect from the SN750. Insane, but I installed Call of Duty on this SN750 and it's over 150 gigs. However, they did just release their new Warzone Battle Royale mode, so I'll show off some of that gameplay pretty soon. Aside from that, I did install other games on the SSD. It still has over half the storage left, so I can install even more on there, including Battlefield 5. I do have FIFA on there. I even installed Lego Lord of the Rings. Here is some gameplay from some of the games that I like to play, and one really nice thing, of course, I actually got in the habit of uninstalling and installing new games that I wanted to play and just kind of swapping them out, which took a lot of time, was really annoying, especially when you have games that you want to occasionally play, not that often, but it is fun here and there to play. So that kind of allows me with this installation of a new SSD to play those random games for short amounts of time and not have to reinstall and uninstall games to free up some space. And because of the higher speeds, I'm noticing that games load in a lot quicker, so I'm not waiting around for maps to load, especially with Battlefield 5, those maps are huge. It actually loads all of the maps very quickly. And of course, as I captured all this gameplay, I not only was playing off of that SSD, but I also was writing the recordings of these games onto the SSD as well. So what you're seeing is real-time playing while writing to that SSD all at the same time. It's really cool to see Battlefield and how good this game actually looks. I kind of forgotten. It's nice because I uninstalled it because it took up more space. I wanted to play other games, so I think I'll probably start playing a little bit more Battlefield now that I have the space to actually load these games up. So for me, NVMe was a no-brainer as the SSD. It's the new memory storage technology. It's crazy fast, and it's a very small form factor, so it works in desktop builds along with laptop upgrades as well. Multitasking is also super important for me. I'm not just playing games, I have a second monitor, so I have multiple applications open at once. Sometimes I'm recording gameplay as well, sometimes I'm recording my monitor. So for that to happen, I need to write files to that SSD, and it will be able to handle all of those applications along with writing all those files to it. And as promised, let's get some Call of Duty Battle Royale gameplay going. It's called Warzone, and on top of the already massive Call of Duty game, you had to add 22 more gigs as well. So of course, having a 170 plus gig game is crazy now, but that's the direction most of these modern games are going, so storage is very important. Similar to most Battle Royales out there now, you do jump out of a plane with Warzone and go ahead and just pick your landing spot. There will be loot on the ground. You do start with a gun, which is kind of nice to kind of defend yourself once you land right away. And like I said, you're just picking up loot. You could go ahead and find enemy teams, and then you do down them, and once you finish them, you can go ahead and pick up their loot. There's also other things around the map, including chests that you can open, which will drop things like guns, ammo, maybe some grenades, different things. And of course, this map is massive. You do start with 150 people total, so pretty crazy that they have such a large battle royale coming out the gate. In my first gunfight here, you'll see two people on the roof. I just went ahead and grabbed this sniper, started sniping at them, and it is worth noting that if you do knock a guy and they do have teammates, they will go down, so you will have to finish them. So you'll see here, I'm shooting this guy, and I'll knock off his armor, and then I'll down him. But unfortunately, his teammate ran over and then did get the res off. And then in the next fight, I went ahead and died. And when you die in this game mode is when it gets a little different. It's actually a really neat feature they added to Battle Royale in general. It's called the Gulag, I believe, where you go ahead and you get captured. And then what happens is you wake up, you come out, and it puts you in a 1v1 against another player that was actually killed. So kind of exciting, and if you do end up winning, you'll see here, I'll go ahead and run through this 1v1. You can watch the gameplay. And as you can tell, I did end up winning. It releases you from the Gulag, and you go ahead and fly on in. Now, once you fly in and land, it's worth noting that if you die again, you do not go back to the Gulag. You are just done. Coming back down, I did land on this care package where you can get a full loadout, which was really nice. I don't know why there's so many loadouts to choose from, because you probably aren't gonna have time to actually go through them all. So just went ahead and selected one. And then to finish things off here is just kind of how I died in a gunfight. But overall, very impressed with the Western Digital Black SN750 NVMe. I will link to it down below if you're interested in checking it out. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe as well. More content coming soon. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.